Come on, 1, 2, 3, everybody. Sign out. Another nice one, baby. Take that one out the back.
Good evening, your master comedy. Don't you just love kwaito? I love kwaito music. You know, the thing about kwaito music is that if I go and I get the kwaito going, guy comes up to me, I don't even have to have a conversation with him. I know his personality immediately. He comes up, he starts dancing, he's doing this. I'm like, okay, not relationship type, it's all about your penis. Thank you very much. Then, of course, there's always the girl, and in fact, I've realized I think I've started to adopt it too. When those types come close, I immediately start doing this one. Which, as far as I know, that's the praying mantis. Now, you guys remember biology, you know? Yes, okay, we could have some fun, but at the end, I'm going to bite your head off. So, it got me thinking, you know, what about our politicians? What would their kwaito dance be? Well, we all know Zuma, straight off the bat, it's there. But a little bit more, you know, because there'd be a little bit of this, too. 21 children, you've got to keep doing that. And then what about Zilla? Okay, because I was thinking about this. And then I thought, okay, if we were to interview her, what would she say? Why that? Well, you know, being the Premier of the Western Cape, my responsibility is to ensure there is no political cronyism. Now, I do Botox, and that is very clear because it gives me a healthy glow, and it ensures that I show all of them I choose the pricks that come near me. She's a serious politician, but you know, the thing is, with the dancing, the more you drink, the looser you get. Okay, it's not just dancing, you get looser. We all know that. But you guys has anybody ever been to Opikopi? Make some noise so I can hear you. Anybody? You've been? Okay. Opikopi is one of those like massive rock festivals that happens in Johannesburg, and it's full of all of the Afrikaans guys and everybody else. I'm at Opikopi, and I made the mistake of arriving at day 2 for the first ever time. I didn't expect how rough people would look, that they hadn't stopped partying, you know, smudged mascara. I mean, that was the guys. And so they're like walking, and I'm setting up my tent and people are walking through, but the next thing I see this one guy, he is, oh my God, he's a wreck. He's like this. So I'm like, is jy verloren? Because my Afrikaans also isn't so good, you know. And he's like, I'm like, are you okay? Are you right? You know, see, I just woke up in some oak's tent. Take my jean pant around my ankles. And ook, he looked at me and he says, lekker geslaap. I'm like, for the first time in my life, I couldn't say anything. I was just like, really? Like, you don't get Nikki silenced easily. But, okay, so I did a celebrity stint. 3 years, 1998 to 2001, I was in Ezidingo. I played the very sweet character Elise Buller. And you know what's interesting? When you start doing the celebrity thing, you really want to be noticed, ask Mel. And then you really don't want to be noticed. You really don't. So at night, going out with my friends, I would put on different characters and be somebody different. America, you'll appreciate this. This one night, I decided I was going to be Sandy. So I'm like, okay, Casey, let's go. I'm Sandy tonight, okay? So I'm standing there at the bar. getting myself a drink, and one of the typical, he could have been from Opikopi, but it was still fresh, comes up to the bar, moves around. Who's that, Elise? I'm like, I'm sorry, my name's not Elise, it's Sandy. Actually, sometimes it's Nicolay, but tonight it's Sandy. No, Jack, you can't fool me, yeah? I know exactly who you are, because I watch you every night on TV. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're really cute, but really? No, really? Like, because Flip, if you're being serious, then there's a chick who's like, you could be her double. She's on the show. No, Flip, I'm telling you, and he writes down the name, Izzy Dingo, on 3:30, SABC 3, the character name, Elise Buller, and I'm like, okay, well, thank you very much. Yes, I could be famous in this amazing place. But the thing is that the fame doesn't stop. What happens with those kind of people who really get into it? Did you ever get into a soapie? You've got into soapies, right? People want to beat the guys, the perpetrators up. They actually physically want to beat them up. And my character was beaten. And I was one day, dealing with the domestic abuse thing, but I'm now not that character. I'm now Nikki, walking through Checkers, pushing my timber trolley. And along comes this lady, the butchest woman I've ever seen in my entire life. Yes, Elise, you're looking okay. Are you happy? Look, I'm really glad that I saw you, because Flip, when I saw Clinton Murray, I thought, I'm enough of this fucking abuse in this place. You know what? I'm gonna give you my number. And then he raises his hand. You just call me. I'll come. I'll flippin' Murray. I'm like, oh, okay. You don't say, I'm not who you think you are. You just go, okay. But she doesn't let up. She carries on. She keeps pushing. No, listen, you know what? I'll tell you what, tell me where you stay. I'll come. I'll protect you. I'm like, okay, eventually I have to actually push this woman away. I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what. You know what? I've got Clinton's number. Why don't you phone Clinton? Well, needless to say, the domestic abuse on set became very real. But the thing is that I love voices, and just in closing, I want to share this with you. If any of you, and I'm opening this to you all, if any of you end up with somebody who's irritating you, like an Edgar's kind of person who wants to extend your account or whatever, you call on me, because this is what I do for all of my friends. First of all, I turn off my cell phone.
Yeah.
And then, what I do is I phone up whoever it is. So let's call her Nicolay from Edgar's. Nicolay? Edgar's Vanguard Mall? Please, can I speak to my dad? Okay, who's your dad, sweetheart? My little brother's stuck in the toilet. And Tandy, who's looking after us, she went to the shop to get milk. And I don't know what to do because Matthew's stuck in the toilet. Okay. Softens. Amazing. Immediate. New person. What's your name, sweetheart? It's Renee. Okay, look, my name is Nicolay, and I'm going to help you with this. What is your daddy's name? My mommy calls him Snuggle-Buggle. And Matthew's stuck in the toilet. Okay, listen, you're going to have to calm down. Oh, look, Tandy's here. It's alright, thank you very much, bye. I always like to leave it nicely, and as I hope I've just done tonight, thank you very much. My name is Nikki Jou Ma Se.